Hi, I'm Vivi. I'm glad you found me. This is a reading for the sign of Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, or wherever it applies. For Cancer season, your watery cousin. Okay, Scorpio, so I channeled a little bit before your messages. I'm getting a little tongue-tied. Also, I felt a vast sense of dread before sitting down to do your reading. And there's no reason for me to feel that for your sign whatsoever. While I'm not a Scorpio myself, I am what you would call Plutonic. So I have a lot of Pluto in my chart, aspects and such. So on a personal level, I relate to you. So I knew that when I felt this overwhelming sense of dread that, wow, so I just had a very Scorpionic moment where I was distracted in my head because I was thinking to myself, have I revealed too much about myself? And the answer is probably yes, Scorpio, I think I have. Anyway, sense of dread. Also, while I was setting up for your reading, I caught my rose on fire. So I got a message for you to perhaps temper a flame for something you're burning for, whether it's a person or a project. Kind of take it down a notch because it could be getting out of control. And I know that is something that can go on with your sign, getting a little bit out of control for something because you're just so passionate and you feel it so deeply. And like if you know or feel something is right for you, you're going to go for it. But it might be full throttle, might be too much. So just temper it down a little bit. Temper your passions, right? The other phrase I got for you was turn on your lights. So we'll see what that means. And if not, let it be. But let's see what we get with the cards here today, Scorpio. Thank you for being here. Any messages from Spirit for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, or if you're just magnetically drawn to Scorpio, I wouldn't blame you. Scorpio, what messages do we have? Ooh, there's a lot of jumbled, chaotic energy coming through. I almost I don't know where to put my hands first. If that makes sense. So maybe that's relevant to you. This is a red rose and a bleeding heart for you for our Cancer season flowers. Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know? What are those who identify as Scorpio in the soul group for which I'm channeling need to know, Spirit? Seven of Wands, being on the defense, defending what you've worked for. Ooh, I heard a really cool interpretation of the Seven of Wands recently. What was it? It's gone. It shall come to me. Ooh, King of Cups. It came out in the reverse. I don't feel that it has to be reversed. I do read reversals. However, I keep all of the cards in my deck upright. So if it comes out in reverse, there is a message. King of Cups in reverse can be quite a character. So this is just a side warning message for any of those who are dealing with tempering the flame of desire, passion, whatever. It's just another message to tone it, to dial it back a little bit, because you could be coming off as the King of Cups in reverse, who would be someone who is ungrounded and perhaps manipulative even with emotions. So I'm not saying that's necessarily you, Scorpio. It could be for a select few, or there could be someone in your life acting in that way. So either way, if that is for you, it's just a little side warning about that energy. But King of Cups coming out, really holding strong in whatever it is you worked for with the Seven of Wands. Because as I said, that side message was not for all. Wow. Wow. That's quite the chunk. And here it is again showing itself, the Tower. I will take it because it was coming out before. The King of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Tower. There is some great change. Perhaps things are falling down around you. And once again, side message, if that means you're acting kind of intensely or aggressively towards something you're working on or you care about, it could be a defense mechanism because of the Tower going on in your life. So you're holding on even stronger to something you care about because everything else is falling down, or something important to you is falling down, and you're being very guarded and on the defense, as I said. And because of that, you could be coming through in that King of Cups energy of like desire and harnessing that power. For good or for bad, I really feel it could go either way. So yeah, two messages. Once again, I really feel that King of Cups in reverse is side message for some of those who need to hear it. And that just means you're holding on to what you care about a little too tightly. You know, temper that flame because the Tower is falling down around you. And you know, this energy is a defense mechanism for the rest of you. The Tower falling down is making you stand up, is making you hold on even stronger to what it is you care about. And that's a great thing. You know, if you can hold on despite whatever negativity, despite whatever change, which is not negative, despite whatever curveball is thrown your way. Look at you just holding on here. Coming through as the King of Cups. And in this deck, it is indicated specifically as your sign, Scorpio. This King of Cups has been through it. You know, his hair is graying. Nothing wrong with that. He's got some bags under his eyes. Also nothing wrong with that. But he's seen it. He's seen some shit. I'm getting an interesting message. You see this giant fish down here? There's a bunch of little small fish around him as well. And what I'm feeling is this large, kind of ugly, grumpy, gorgeous fish is sort of this external manifestation of this King of Cups. You know, like all of these little fish, not all of them are going to make it to that stage, right? A lot of them are going to be eaten or just not get to this majestic, large fish status. But I feel that you are Scorpio. You're hanging on, and not everybody could in these circumstances. You're really hanging on. And I feel that you're doing so in a kind of unique way. This is, all right, it's a little strange to have to like explain, but you see in the Seven of Wands how the individual, he appears to be in Amish clothing. And, you know, that is a very specific belief system. There's specific rules to be followed, and that community works in a certain way. And because of that, what I'm feeling with that Seven of Wands, you know, is kind of coming through as, like, there are certain protocols that you're following that don't necessarily make sense to the outside world. However, they make sense to your own internal compass, your own internal belief system. And so you're staying true to yourself despite really chaotic change going on around you. And that's beautiful. All right, I'm feeling some more, and then I'll get to this little pile here because I don't know if it'll apply to all. We'll see. What else do we need to know for Scorpio? And I don't channel any themes in particular. I just kind of see what comes out each season. Five of Wands. Chaos. More chaos. Oh, you know what I feel with that is kind of that sense of the world doesn't necessarily understand your methodology. However, it's working for you in some way. That's what I feel with that Five of Wands in particular. All right, here we have, something shifted just now. This is really interesting. Something shifted, and all of a sudden this reading became very fun, very intriguing. And that has nothing to do with my own actual interest, right? I'm channeling. So that has to do with something of someone might have just felt validated by this fact here that like you're doing things your own way and it's working for you, even if the world doesn't get it. And I think that like that will shift things for you if it hasn't already. Two of Wands. So basically there's a confirmation that you're on the right path if that is resonating. Knight of Cups. And the Ten of Swords. There's something about daydreaming here. Wow, you could be doing some heavy daydreaming or kind of like side message, thinking up things in your head that don't necessarily have to do anything with reality. And this is for a select few. And the context in which I'm getting this is in the context of a relationship. This is for some. You could be imagining that your partner is cheating and you're kind of like bringing an end to this relationship by your rumination, by your thoughts. Now, if your partner is actually cheating, of course, like you do have to use your discernment and decide what to do in that relationship, if that's the case. But if your partner is not cheating, however, you're like thinking up these scenarios in your head, you could be bringing an end to something by doing this. And that could have to do with, King of Cups in reverse. All right, for the rest of you, let's see. Yeah, so we've got 2 tracks of Scorpios. That's fine. I can do that in this message. So for the other Scorpios that does not apply. The Two of Wands, making a choice, kind of, but once again, daydreaming, thinking things through. Nine of Cups, is it everything you ever wanted? Ten of Swords. Some sort of defeat. You know, I would say that like the obvious meaning of these cards. It's kind of like something ending, right? But that's not what I'm getting. I'm getting something very different with this Ten of Swords. It's a really unique kind of feeling. I don't know if it has a word. I bet there's a word for it in German. Two of Wands, Nine of Cups, Ten of Swords. It's sort of kind of imagining what could be, but like not moving ahead on it. I don't know. It's impossible. It's nearly impossible for me to articulate the feeling I'm getting with this, so I'm just going to move on for now. Could you give me like one more card to try to explain to Scorpio what it is that I'm feeling and channeling for them with these 3 cards? I'm being drawn to the Tower. Let me take a look. I am feeling some sort of divine intervention, some Aquarian energy in terms of Uranus. This Tower is indicated by Mars, which you are co-ruled by, Scorpio. Of course, Mars and Pluto. So this is a very Plutonian, a very Scorpionic Tower. I guess, since the creator of this deck wanted to make that clear. Yeah, some sort of cosmic intervention going on. Wow, so that cosmic intervention could have been an ending, a Ten of Swords-like ending, something. Wow, and if something did end and you're trying to hold on to it desperately despite what's going on around you, that could be creating conflict. Or if there's a Ten of Swords ending through the Tower, you're holding yourself up. You're holding your ground despite whatever is going on. And the message is just that I see you. You know, I see you holding on. I see you standing up and defending what is yours. Nine of Cups is a strange energy in this deck. Of course, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, but this doesn't feel like you. it could feel like a projection of you, like you could be imagining this, but it doesn't feel like you now, because you now is King of Cups, Seven of Wands in the Tower. That's you now, Scorpio. So keep the lights on. I just heard again. That's the phrase we got. Or turn on your lights. Turn on your lights. So it could be this situation is giving you a run for your money, and it's time to turn on your lights to, like, you know, I get a lot of messages for the Scorpios in this soul group to stay in the light or to get in the light. Because that's where you're going to do your best work, it feels. The Ten of Swords, there's that dawn coming up. So keep on your lights. This is a difficult reading, Scorpio. If this makes sense to you and it resonates, please do let me know. As I'm sure you know, it's not always easy to read for you because you can be a little King of Cups closed off. So any little secret way I can get in, it helps. I do my best detective work, but you'll put the clues together in terms of this reading. I can feel it. I can feel the Nine of Cups, like you putting the clues together. That's interesting. All right, anything else for Scorpio, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node in this soul group. Oof, wow. What do we have? Six of Swords. Great. Look at that light. There's that one little light that they're following. The angel is guiding the way. But this figure in the boat, in the darkness, turn your lights on. Follow these. Send those signals to the universe or be open to them. It goes both ways. With that tower and the light up here, it has a very similar energy about letting that light in. And the tower, it always, to me, refers to the crown chakra. So letting that light into the crown chakra, letting in that divine guidance. And the Six of Swords, extremely divine guidance, right? So you're holding on, you're defending yourself. At the same time, you need to let this light in. Because you're a little bit worn out. I feel that with the King of Cups. I just have to be honest. You're a little bit worn out. And you need to let divine guidance in, Scorpio. You need to move forward. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck in your head. And I don't think that's where you want to be. Let in that light. Hierophant. They wanted me to take that top card. Spiritual guidance, spiritual mastery. Right? The Hierophant. As above, so below. To me, this has to do with growth in your thinking. This is all about your thinking for me. There's someone on your spiritual path that can help you, but you have to let it in. You have to let the light in. You have to go this way. They're telling you, go this way. Go this way. They are so proud that you've worked to stand up despite whatever is going on. And it's hard for me to have to say this. It's not enough. You have to let the light in. You have to move forward. You have to go this way. All right, so I don't know what this has to do with. You'll know what it applies to in your life. I'm not going to get into the specifics. But you have to push forward. All right, I am getting one specific. I just said I wasn't going to, but I'm going to. Fuck it, I'm going there. Listen, it could just be for one of you. I'm getting for one of you. It's that the universe is acknowledging the work that you've done on yourself. And specifically, I think you've stopped drinking. If that's for you, you've stopped drinking, you're really holding on. And what I feel with that is the idea of white knuckling it, like just hanging on for dear life and getting through it. You're standing up in some unconventional way. Whatever your method is, it's worked. We see that. And the shitstorm around you is not penetrating you, but you're holding on for dear life and you're getting tired. And you need to let the light in. You need to let the light in. There's something else that can help you. And they're saying, like, we are so proud of what you've done and how far you've come. But it's not enough because you need help. You need to accept help from others, from God, spirit guides, whatever is comfortable for you. And that's just for, you know, a select few. But I feel it was an important message to have to relay. I really do. And with the daydreaming and fantasizing and like the mental rumination, that's what you're going to be in if you don't let divine guidance in. And I can feel this energy. It's not a pleasant place to be. So, you know, you have the choice to get out of it. You do. You know, make that choice. And accept the help that you deserve from the higher realms. Okay? All right. So, moving on. That was a lot, but someone did need to hear it. Okay? Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, this has been a very strange reading, I will say. I'm going to pull a few more tarot cards to see what we get. Your reading is a bit long, I feel, but so it goes sometimes, right? Wow, all right, so I'm going to take this chunk. I'm being guided to Temperance, the Three of Swords, the World, and the Five of Swords. This is about completion. It's about completion, and it's about making a choice with this Five of Swords. Of course, I just heard mental rest and peace. It's making a choice, and wow. You know, it has a lot of negative connotations, the Five of Swords. But what you could take from it positive, and what I'm feeling in this moment with this card, is taking these swords and running. Like, despite how it affects other people. So if there are certain situations where, like, you have to get out or protect yourself or, like, heal a broken heart or end something in some way, whatever negative thing it is, it's getting out despite the pain it will cause. Like, maybe leaving a situation will be painful and cause you to feel the Three of Swords, but, like, it's your birthright. You have to do it. You have to do it to, like, be in balance with yourself. And if you do that, if you make that decision and you accept that you might feel the Three of Swords for a while, you will complete it and you'll move forward in a completely different energy. This Knight of Pentacles, we haven't had any Pentacles yet. Any. This is the only Pentacles, which is grounded, solid, secure. And this Knight is so fantastically pure. Just moving ahead with, you know, what he wants to put his time into. So that can be you, Scorpio. That can be you if you just close out this cycle. If you just let the light in. I really, truly feel that. Okay, do we want one more? Ooh! Ooh! The Emperor! Oh my god. Did you see him come out? He is a commanding presence, and baby, he is going to close this reading up. The Emperor. Listen. You're well on your way, Scorpio. I can feel it. You are hanging on for dear life, but guess what? With a few little changes, if you let the light in, you make the choices you need to make, you close out a cycle, you can be this instead. The Emperor has mastered the lessons of all of the kings and sits in his throne distinguished and in extreme power. He rules all the land. That could be you. I feel that for you. Also, how I noticed the graying of the hair in the King of Cups. In the Emperor card, his hair is white, right? So it's like another progression in your path. It's another completion in your spiritual journey. And it's like reaching the Emperor status, reaching like the highest level in some way, in some sector of your life with the Emperor. All right, Scorpio, I want to get an oracle message and then we'll see if any other tarot wants to come out for you as I shuffle. Page of Swords, Ace of Swords, Three of Pentacles. Wow. With that, I just feel that getting out of a rumination energy in your mind can bring you a lot of clarity, new ideas, new growth, and then like new opportunities. That's just a little side note, that like getting out of the daydreaming thing can like ground things into reality, because you'll get like really you'll get a clear head, and you'll get new ideas, and those new ideas will translate into your work, into your interactions, into like being seen for what you do. It all begins with a choice, right? Let the light in. All right, Scorpio. I am gonna get that message for you. So, could we please have an oracle message? Let me just get your cards up here so you can see them. And I can have a little space. All right. Oracle message for Scorpio, please. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node of our soul group. Ooh, ow. Wow. Is it that one? Come on, Scorpio. Let me see into your soul for just a moment. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna give you 3 because I think this one really wants to come out. I got it. A sacred gift is coming to you. Remove the mask of your everyday persona. Rise to the occasion. I really, really feel this one for you, Scorpio. Rise to the occasion. Wow. See how there's this portal within this cave kind of thing here? And you can see out into the light. I feel like that's really important. As well as the aura of this fantastic turquoise aqua color. I don't even know what to name that color. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. There's so much for you if you let it in. The way that I couldn't even get a card for you, some of you are really blocked, and it seems you're that way because there's a lot going on. So it is absolutely understandable. But if you just let yourself crack open just a little bit, you will receive. See, remove the mask of your everyday persona. If you just let that light in a little bit, you can perceive. I just heard perceive, but I said perceive, but I meant to say receive. So that could be relevant. Whoa, side message. Side message. Some of you have some like extreme psychic abilities, and like you can perceive phenomena that other people can't. And it's extremely unique, and it's probably a little bit scary, and you might not even be able to find a lot of information on this because it's very unique. Like the way that I saw this color and I said I've never seen it before, I wouldn't even know what to call it. It's kind of like that. Wow, I have the chills all over my body. And you're like blocking yourself off against it because it's scary or strange, or like you don't know where it would lead you. You might even feel like it would lead you to your demise. The Tower, this could have happened very suddenly. It could have occurred due to like a sickness, a near-death experience, or just like a sudden shift, even a car crash, a close call, something like that. And like you're perceiving things in this very new way. Okay, the Hierophant, spiritual mastery. It's kind of like you came into it almost overnight and it's freaking you out. What I get for you is like, don't worry about how it's going to fit into your everyday life. Have the strength and courage to remove the mask of your everyday persona, like this card says. Because it's sacred. Rise to the occasion. Stand up and receive this, Scorpio, because you're capable. It is your divine birthright, as I saw in one of these cards, that it was your birthright to go through this. Where did I see that? I think in the world here. Rise to the occasion. Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to read a little bit from the book for those of you who wish to stick around. All right. Number 14. A sacred gift is coming to you. Alco. Focusing on this gift will lift your spirit and give you strength and resolve. Fear will not overcome you, allowing the magic to do its work. The gift may be in any form, not just material, and might even be the wise counsel or love from an ally. It's gorgeous. Number 32. Remove the mask of your everyday persona. Kivanga's journey. Magic and ritual can sometimes help to be able to act out a different scenario in another realm of existence. The use of mythic symbols and costumes allow you the freedom to recreate or try it out. Yeah, so for me, this has to do with something beyond your everyday life. Number 51, rise to the occasion. Whoa. The goddess Mashandi. You may have to take a leap in your consciousness to prepare for coming special initiations and challenges. Preparation is necessary and cannot be avoided. Stepping up your energies is the best way to perceive, benefit, and utilize the experience. What did I say? I said perceive. That came out of my mouth. Here it is right here. Perceive, benefit, and utilize the experience. Holy shit, Scorpio. So if you're one of the Scorpios who's having these like consciousness phenomenon and it's freaking you out, you have to step up and rise to it. Let the light in, all right? Because you're tired. Your everyday life holding on against this gift, sacred gift, is making you tired. It's making you ragged. It's wearing you down. Let it in. Let it in. Seriously, it's very intense, very metaphysical. I don't really quite even have words for it, so it's probably best I don't try. Very mystical reading, Scorpio. Super fun. Rise to the occasion. I'll leave you with that, dear Scorpios, and until next time, take care.